Good. We're going to continue with finance where we left off the last session. And then we'll start with 7.2. We did 7.1. We'll do 7.2 now. And the key to finance is not hard. It's just it wants you to understand what the problem is and what are you given and what are you supposed to calculate. It's one of the easiest topics that you can actually score a lot of marks in as far as paper 1 is concerned. So this is strictly for grade 12, 7.2, 7.2.1 and 7.2.2 and 7.2.3. Why am I saying that? Because that's what we are dealing with loans. Let's read the statement. Simon buys a furniture to the value of 10,000 rand, and he borrows the money on 1st of February 2020 from a financial institution that charges an interest rate of 9.5% per annum compounded monthly. Please, this is very important. You can also highlight it. You must always have your highlights every time. He agrees to pay the monthly installment of 450. The agreement of the loan allows him to pay equal monthly installments from the 1st of August 2020. So we need to divide the question into different sections of what is actually happening here. I'm going to start with this one. This is the first part. Someone buys a furniture to the value of 10,000. That's the amount that someone is actually going to buy the furniture in a shop. It has nothing to do with the bank for now. And then he goes to the bank. It's a different story now, different institution, to borrow money This is the second statement. Within the statement, he borrows the money on 1st of February from a financial institution that charges an interest rate of 9% per annum compounded month. How much does he borrow when he gets to the bank? That 10,000. He borrows that 10,000 from the bank. So he goes to the bank and say, "Bank, I need 10,000 to buy the furniture cash at the shop." Be careful of the date, because the date is on the 1st of February 2022 from the financial institution. So on the 1st of February, the bank will actually give Simon your 10,000 rand. And the interest rate is compounded monthly at the bank at 9.5% per annum. And then we continue to say he agrees to pay a monthly installments of 450. So these are the monthly installments. So these are the key. We're just looking for the key to this problem. He's now paying the bank. He looked for furniture. It cost him 10,000. He goes to the bank. He asks for 10,000. The bank has condition. They will give him 10,000 on the 1st of February, but they will charge him 9.5% per annum compounded monthly. And then the agreement of the loan allows him to pay monthly equal installments of 1,000. So there's installments involved here. The bank's not saying after 5 years you come and pay. No, if they give you a loan, you're going to have to pay the loan with installments. When was the money borrowed? On the 1st of February. The agreement of the loan that he agrees to pay, he will start paying when? On the 1st of August. Good. I hope we understand what is required from us. So this is the problem that we are having, and as part of the agreement, let's see what is actually happening. Let me just do a mini timeline here. This is your 20, and the bank actually gives you the month. This is the 1st of February. Let me just say this is T0 for now. And then That's when we borrow you the 10,000 rand from the bank. Just a simple analysis. And then T1, that's when you have to start paying the bank, by the way. Next month end, you need to pay the bank. On the 1st of March, Simon was supposed to start paying the bank. Let's agree on that one. And then let me just do this. T5. So this is where we borrowed the money. Next month we're supposed to borrow the money to actually start paying the money next month. So this was supposed to be the 1st of March, T1. Our T1 here was the 1st of March. 1st of March, it will be the 1st of April, May, June, July. That's 5 months from when the money was released from the bank. So if it happens that you go to the bank and the bank agrees with you within this agreement that they are showing you here, the agreement of the loan will allow you to pay on the 1st of August 2020. So that means this month, all these months, you didn't actually pay. That's what we call the payment holiday. But when you don't pay and the money is with you, it's not with the bank, as soon as you leave the door at the bank, your money will start gaining interest. So it means that the bank has invested in you. They took their money and they gave it to you, and they expect their investment to actually grow. But to you, it's a loan. So as much as you have 10,000, by the time you're going to pay the loan, it will have interest. So this 10,000 that you borrowed on the 1st of February, in 5 months, it will actually gain interest. Even though your payment has been agreed with the bank that I'm going to start paying on the 1st of August. This will be our 1st of August. This is February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So you're going to start to pay in August. So for all those months that you're not paying the amount to the bank, the 10,000 has actually been gaining interest. I hope you understand. Now that we have understood what is actually happening here, we go to 7.2.1 and see whatever the theory that we just shared now can actually help us. Calculate the total amount owing to the financial institution on the 1st of August 2020. So we want to find out on the 1st of August, on the 1st of July 2020, how much does Simon owe the bank? But because he was not paying for it, how much was he owing when he was here? Let me just make it so that you can see how much was he owing when we were here. So you see that it's just 5 months. So it means for 7.2.1, let me just go down for space. We went to the bank to borrow 10,000 and the bank is charging us an interest rate of 9.5% per annum, and is compounded monthly. So it's the same as saying 0,095, but we're going to divide this by 12. Let's just say our I is 0,095. Let me just a proper 5. We just divided this by 9,5 and we divided by 100. Because we cannot put it in the equation, it is if it's in percentage. And then the period will just be 5 because you was not paying for 5 months. So we want to know how much is he now owing the bank before he starts paying it. And the principal amount, we can also say that's the future value. We have the future value equals to the current value, then 1 plus I to the power of n. In actual, so what we are actually doing, we're just using the simple formula that we learned in grade 11 and grade 10. To say the accumulated amount is the principal amount 1 plus I to the power of n, because the interest rate is interest rate is actually being compounded. Hence we are using compound growth, and the money grows because it gains interest. So it's like an investment the bank made to you, but to you it's actually a loan. And A will be, you are given 10,000 and then 1 plus the interest rate, which is 0,095 divided by 12. Why are we dividing by 12? Because it's per annum, but it's compounded monthly. So it's divided into 12 months. Because it's compounded monthly. And how many months do we have in a year? 12. So each and every year, your 9.5, you get a portion of that 9.5 of interest, and you will gain it each and every month. And then the period now will be 5. So there's a misconception that every time when you divide by 12, you must multiply the period by 12. It will depend how the information was actually given. I think that's what I also said in the previous, in our previous session, that it will depend how the period is given to you. If the period was given in years, that he took maybe the whole year not to pay, we'll say 1 multiplied by 12, but it's just 5 months, so we multiply by 5. So please also guard against that. And then you put that in a calculator, the whole thing. You put it in a calculator and see how much you get. It's 10,402 and 15 cents. That's the amount.